probably the best advice I could give to a young driver that's trying to join the Outlaw Tour someday is just to always be kind to everyone you meet. Along the way of my career, I've met some really influential people that have taken a huge part in my career.
Greg Hodnett I looked up to at home, obviously, and he's been up and down the road. And right before I started going on the road full time, driving professionally, I asked him, what does it take? What advice can you give me? He just said, win. Winning makes everything easier, but winning is very hard to come by, and it's very hard to do it consistently. So you got to work at your craft. You got to work on your team. Make sure everybody's in the same. Everybody's gelling. Everybody's got the same mindset, and that's what I would say to an up and coming kid.
Man, a lot of it's timing nowadays. Especially, I've been fortunate to always drive a fast race car, and most of the time I'm the weakest link in the team. So it's very tough, and I feel like the path is always changing. Like I said, I always got to get very good opportunities, and it's just about being at the right place at the right time.
The biggest thing to me is just the passion for it and how bad you want it, how much you dig into it and learn about it and watch it and try to prepare yourself to drive when you get the opportunities to race and drive, just how much you're taking in and learning from each opportunity that you get.
I would say, never give up, stay very passionate, and work harder than everybody else in the room.
I think that it's to stay sharp and stay focused each night, to come in hungry. Some of these weeks get long, and there's a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of long hours put in. But to be able to come in sharp and ready to attack every single night, no matter where you're at, is definitely an essential.
One day I was up at the fence, and someone had said, Noah, you need to figure out how to make it fun. You need to figure out how to keep it fun, and so that you can keep going with this and you don't get discouraged. And advice to give the next rookie is to make it fun, figure out a way to make it fun, because there are going to be times that it is going to suck and you're not going to want to be there.
Just be smart, to finish first you must finish. So try not to tear too much stuff up and make good laps and try and learn every night. Even if it's a bad night, you learn what not to do. If it's a good night, you learn, maybe we can go more in this direction, more in that direction. So you just got to try and stay positive and take everything as a learning experience.
You just never stop learning. So there's a lot out there, and there's a lot of information that you can get from other people or just doing it yourself. And I think every bit of it counts.
Just work hard at your craft. Being a driver doesn't mean just showing up and driving a race car. You got to work on your car. You got to understand your car, and it makes it that much easier to communicate with your crew if you know what's going on with it.
Anything that you can take your advantage, get advantages from, as far as on the racetrack, off the racetrack. Whether it's, I like to keep myself in shape, study tape. I know kids are good with getting on iRacing and practicing on there, because it's not like other sports where we can't just go out and throw the football around the practice. You can get on iRacing, run some laps on there. Just use everything to your advantage. Talk to your experienced veterans on the tour, see how they do things, why they do things, and it'll all make you better in the end.
Some kids are fortunate that they have the talent that they can just show up to the racetrack and drive the race car, and that's it. But not a lot of teams or drivers don't really get that opportunity to do that. So to be the best at what you want to do, you have to work hard at it, and that's like everything in life.
It's no secret that racing, you'll cost a lot of money in order to do each year, and it just seems like the people that I've met along the way have been a huge help in getting my career to what it is today. So the biggest advice I have is basically just to work hard and make sure you're kind to every fan, person, and that goes with everyday life too, but especially in racing.